everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Bills coming in at 2-6, going up against the Dolphins, who come in at 3-5. With that, let's get out to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this Week 10 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up. And on your screen, the offensive starters, Jarvis Landry, a guy that we profile.
Love his game. Not only is he going to beat you with athleticism, he's going to outwork you as well. And look for him to hurt you also in the kick return game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Ronald Darby's selection makes a general manager look good. A terrific ball hawk who is eager to tackle in the run game. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. And he's got his man. That's Landry. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. He's going to let this one go deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A handoff as they run the counter play. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And a cutback left and a crease here. 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Big play there, 97 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead. And that's only the 3rd time in NFL history we've had a run of exactly 97 yards into the end zone. So we're witnessing a little bit of history right there, partner.
And what makes it that much more impressive for me is that if you're on defense, you're expecting them to run the ball. They're on their own 3-yard line. Not many people risking throwing it, so you expect them to do exactly what they did, yet it still breaks for 97 yards. That's a long way.
And some quick research, the other two, 2014 Lamar Miller, the other
I know the other one.
Okay.
That was 1939, Andy Urim. I was there. Oh, no, I wasn't.
You weren't there. You were almost there. You were a baby at that point. Yeah, 1939. Wow. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2nd down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. They'll look to throw here, and this is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Bills getting set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
Calvin Fryer's exactly what you're looking for in a safety who polices the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A wall of Dolphins, and there are lots of them there to make the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Going deep here for Watkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. This is caught inside the 15. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A carry for a Gronk brother. This is Glenn Gronkowski. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. And frankly, Brendan, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On play action, they'll throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a good game. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Muscles him off. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll look to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
And those 1st downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his...
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Another pistol look here. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Going right side here, and that's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Go on now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
All right, so the call stands. Tough now. They're out of challenges. Do you like the amount of challenges they have in the NFL?
I do, because I think it brings a little extra strategy into the game about a head coach trying to determine when is the right time to pull the challenge flag, or maybe I let that one pass because I might need it later on in a bigger situation.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a Miami first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to throw again. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Come on, let's round!
And he'll give it here to his running back. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Let's go! Blue, watch it now, Barney! Set!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. One receiver left, two to the right. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. He's got Watkins on the out route. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Watkins alone on the left side. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked it.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys will worth their weight in gold.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 87 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's third down.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And now out come the Bills. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Come on,
of the gun. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Here we go now. Blue, land it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. Now they try the right side here. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.